Hey y'all, welcome to Clackbait. If you're looking for a nice keyboard for productivity or something to use at the office, the Wind X may just be what you're looking for. Now this is the second iteration of this board and it's brought on some subtle changes for round 2. So let's talk about it. So the Wind X is currently in group buy and will end March 3rd. My bad, I'm a little late on this. Now, if you buy directly from Win Studios, the price for the board ranges from $305 for the wired PCB and goes up to $320 for the Bluetooth PCB. Keeps For All is a USA vendor and you can expect lower shipping costs if you go through them, but there may be a slightly increased cost on the keyboard. So keep that in mind. Now, there's some really nice color options to pick from. You can pick the top and bottom case colors to make a really unique design of your own. The layout for the Wind X is pretty unique. I did review the Wind X98, which has a much larger footprint on the desk compared to the Wind X. Essentially, what you lose is the F-row, making this relatively more compact. Now, this layout works perfect for my preferences since I don't use the F-rows very often, so I can see myself using this a lot more. They're also offering a Southpaw version, which puts the number pad on the left. Now, this will be especially useful for gamers, and I would have loved to have tried this one for myself. Now, some of the changes that you're going to find in the round 2 version is that they added a small branding on the bottom right side and a couple additional mounting options. They still have the Pour-On gasket mount, but this time they added top mount and these rubber gaskets that slide easily onto the plate. I did decide to go with this option for today's build. Now, the board comes with a ton of stuff with everything labeled to make it easy to assemble. Now, since the board does come disassembled, I would suggest keeping this exploded image handy so you know which screws go where. Now, included in the kit, you can get a hot swap or solder PCB. The hot swap is a fixed layout, so if you're looking for a 7U, split backspace, or a step caps, you gotta go with the solder PCB. Now, there are a bunch of flex cuts in this PCB, which I think were probably not needed, but hey, they're there. The plate I received is this PC plate, but aluminum, palm, carbon fiber, brass, and a PVD stainless steel plate is all available as an add-on, or you can choose it as the plate that comes with the board. Now just be careful when selecting your plate since they have multiple options for plate mount stabilizer plates as well. I'm not sure why they do this, but hey, you got options. You also get a ton of foam, including plate foam, case foam, IXPE sheet for the PCB, another IXPE sheet that goes on top of the PCB, which I didn't use, and a thin Pour-On sheet that goes on the bottom of the case. Now, for some reason, they don't include foams to fill the battery slots for those that don't go with the Bluetooth PCB. I would like to see them add that for the group buy units. You also can pick between a couple of weight options and the decorative options on the top case. I have a black PVD and a PC piece that goes into the top case, but I'll use the PC one for some good old RGB-ness. Now, another thing I would have liked to have seen is that this keyboard actually has 7 keys that require stabilizers for the fixed hot swap layout. And at this price, I think stabilizers should have been included. They do, however, include an artisan cap, which is a nice touch. Overall, I'd say the Wind X is built well, the anno finish is good, and the packaging is really nice. Typing feel is super soft, even if you use the case foam. I found it really nice to type on, and the layout works great for me. Sound-wise, the Wind X performs as I thought it would. Very crisp and clean sound, especially when using the new rubber push-in gasket. When it comes to sound and feel, Win Studio has not disappointed me yet. Now, the switches that I used in this Wind X are these Moondrop Luna Light linear switches, which are great stock and have a higher pitch clack to them. I paired it with this really dope Star Wars K2SO set from Novel Keys. This and all the Star Wars sets they carry are really nice, and if you're a diehard like me, you might want to pick these up using my affiliates in the description. May the force be with you, always. Now, here are a couple of sound tests. Both use plate foam, but one uses case foam and the other one does not. Thanks for tuning in. Drop the likes on the video if you dig the content. Subscribe to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.